What is up, my fellow budget travelers? Today I am talking all things airlines, airports, anything that has to do with flying. So I'm going to divide this up into two portions. The first is going to be kind of what you need to do before you get on the plane itself. And then the second half is going to be what you can do once you're already in the airport and ready to go. So let's get right into it. Our first tip, some of you might not even know you could do this, so hopefully it's really gonna help you out. For me personally, this one is probably the most important thing to do because I fly Spirit a lot, and as we all know, they don't really have internet. So what I do is download any movie that I wanna watch to my apps. Usually I use Netflix. So once you download the movie to your phone, you'll be able to watch it without the internet, and you don't need to worry about trying to have it download before you get on the plane once you're in the airport. Just do it while you're at home. Do it beforehand. It's so much easier. Tip number 2 is really big because everybody's so boring when they travel. I don't understand why everybody just has black bags. Like, it's so boring. So what you're gonna do is put maybe like a string or a ribbon or like some fun stickers or something on your bag. This way, when you get it from baggage, you'll be able to see it coming from around the bend. Whatever you do, just put something specific on there. So this way you're gonna spot your bag right away. You can even have fun holders like this one, comes with baggage for like your name card. And also, side note, when you do put your information on here, it's important you just put like your location and your home airport, because now with this day and age, you don't want anybody to know like what your address is. You don't want to give away too much personal information. If you just put your name and your home airport, your bag's gonna find you. They're gonna be able to find you. Your next tip is gonna come to booking your flight itself. I like to fly in the morning. This way, if there's any delays or anything, I still make it down there that same day. Sometimes when you do late at night, things get delayed and then you're stuck trying to get a flight the next morning. You have to sleep in the airport. It's the worst. I've done it before. It's not a good time. Fun fact, there's a website that says the best places to sleep in every airport. So that's an extra thing that I just thought of right now. I wasn't even going to talk about it, but if you ever need to sleep in an airport, there are websites that tell you the best places to sleep in every airport. I also like to fly early because that way I have a whole day, because if you fly at night, say you took the day off from work, now you're stuck waiting for your flight, you wasted the whole morning. You could have been on vacation already. I always just fly in the morning. That way I get there bright and early. Even if you can't check in until 3 o'clock, like you're still in the destination. A lot of times if you rent a car, just leave your baggage in your car or just drop it off at the hotel. You can just check it there and then you can walk around and explore the city. Get there early because the sooner you're on vacation, the better, right? When it comes to packing, a lot of times we carry like a book bag or, you have an extra bag. Guys, in case your luggage gets lost, which is happening a lot these days, unfortunately, have extra underwear, have some extra socks. Like, I'm weird with my feet stuff. I hate like wet socks. So I always have a couple extra pairs of socks in my bag. I have an extra outfit and I keep my bikini in my bag because it's the worst. If you go on a location, you're gonna have to pay like $100 because resorts and hotels, they always charge so much money for bikinis when I can just get it for $5 at H&M, which is what I always do. But in the meantime, always just have like an extra bikini or swimsuit because otherwise, you're gonna have to pay a lot of money for replacing these kinds of items. And then you're gonna be already annoyed because you lost your bag for the moment and it's just like a big fuss. So just make sure whatever you wanna do exactly when you land, have that outfit ready because that's what you're going to jump right into anyway. This way you also have it like on the ready, so you could even change in the airport. Like whenever I go to Mexico or somewhere hot, I always have an outfit in my book bag because then I change into it and I'm not like sweating bullets in a winter jacket and jeans. If you want to be cheap and save more money at the airport, you are allowed to bring a water bottle. It just has to be empty, so you can bring any kind of water bottle. I think they even let the metal ones in now too. As long as it's empty, it's fine, and then you can just fill up at the water fountain and you'll have your water instead of spending $4 on water bottles, because we all know we need to like chug water once we're on that plane. And that leads me to once you're on the plane, and I'll move on to those tips, and this one is big. At this point in the video, if you like what you're hearing and they're tips you've never heard before, hit that subscribe. I have so many good tips that I'm bringing you. If they're tips you've already heard, leave comments below. Let's all help each other out and give each other some good tips. Leave a comment, hit that like, and let's go. Now we're almost at the airport. So once you get to the airport, you're going to park your car. You need to take a picture of it, guys, because you're on vacation for a week, you're on a vacation even just 3 days. I forget where I park all the time. So if you take a picture of it, you'll at least remember where you put your car and you'll be able to find it quickly, especially when you're tired. Because if you're like me, I'm taking that overnight flight back and I'm just getting back and going right to work. Last thing I want to do is like wander around and look for where my car is. Like guys, this is the best tip ever, especially if you're flying for a long flight. Dehydration happens. Like bring lotion on the plane, stay hydrated, hydrate your face so it doesn't get all like crinkly. Bring contact solution, keep your eyes lubricated, bring chapstick because hydration is key when you're flying. You're gonna chug water, you're probably gonna have to pee a lot, but it doesn't matter because it's better than being jet lagged in another country or just being jet lagged and tired once you land somewhere just from being in the airport all day. You don't realize like how different things affect your body, but what I know for sure from flying, and this is the best tip honestly I've ever gotten in my life, is to keep hydrated and just chug water even if you're not thirsty. You're gonna feel so good once you land and you'll be ready to take on the day. Anyone who's gotten dropped off at the airport knows that there is curbside check-in. Why more people don't do it, I don't know. I personally don't do it either. I always go to the kiosk. Maybe it's because they think they have to tip the person and they don't want to spend the extra $2 or whatever it is. Guys, it's $2 at the end of the day. But this will skip you the line. If you do curbside check-in, you just get to go straight to security. You don't have to deal with all that mess that is on the other side. If you see that the security line is long, maybe just go ahead and check your bags really quick at curbside check-in, and then that way you're going to get right into the security line if you're running late. It's there for a reason. I don't know why more people don't use it. Again, I don't know why I don't use it either. It is what it is, but it's there and it can help you out. Once you're inside the airport, now this is where the fun begins. Check and see which credit card you have because a lot of credit cards now are actually giving you access to the different airport lounges. I've seen a lot of American Express lounges pop up. Every airline has its own lounge. Every credit card is now getting its own lounge. So just keep an eye out for certain things. I know the points guy is always giving you the latest tips on credit cards and what lounges they give you access to. So check him out. But otherwise, you could just ask around the airport and you could go up to lounges, see if they have a day pass. If your flight gets delayed, you can go and drink for free in the lounge. Yes, the pass includes like all-inclusive food and drinks and stuff. So it's worth it to go there and just hang out instead of getting really annoyed about your flight getting delayed. And that leads me to my next tip. I don't know why people do this either, but everyone feels the need to sit exactly where their gate is. You don't need to do that. Like, do you see all that open gate over there? Do you see all the open gate on that side? Go sit over there. Like, can you hear the announcer? Then just go sit like 5 feet away this way or 5 feet that way. Go where there's room. You don't have to sit on the floor. Like, I don't know why everybody loves to sit on the floor. There's chargers everywhere, people. They have stations with chargers. So like go sit at one of the charger stations and just sit there. Or like, I don't know, whatever. Do whatever you want. It's your airport, it's your vacation. Have fun. Similarly, when you see everyone running to the gate because they said, oh, the gate's open now, you already have your seat. Like you're already assigned a seat. So why do you just want to like herd onto the plane? Because do you want to sit out there or like sit on the plane? Like, why don't you sit outside with your main character energy, soak in your last moments in the airport, and then once you go on the plane and the screaming baby is there, you will be on the plane now. Once you're on the plane, you'll be fine. Like, your seat isn't going anywhere. So don't like bombard and rush to stand in line just to get on the plane. Just wait and go towards the end. On the other hand, if your flight is not boarding and you're like, oh, we were supposed to board like half an hour ago, you can check your flight number. You could just Google it, actually. So you just go on Google, Google your flight number, and it will bring up all of the information. You can even see where your plane is in the sky. Like, technology is awesome right now, guys. It's really cool. So you could even look at this before you even go to the airport. But either way, if you want to track down your flight and see what's actually happening, you'll be able to see it just by Googling your flight. Another thing that's happening right now is airlines portions, like when you buy something on the plane, are getting smaller and smaller. So if you're gonna be hungry on the plane, just bring your own food. If it's a longer flight, you can bring something like oatmeal or even like ramen, and you can just ask for hot water. Hot water is free, and then you can just make your own soup, make your own oatmeal. And also, a lot of stuff they run out of, especially like the little charcuterie boards, like the cheese and crackers, they're always running out of that sort of stuff. So if you just bring your own stuff on board, you won't get hungry. And for my last tip, I don't like using neck pillows. I kind of sleep to the side most of the time. So what I'll do is I always bring a hoodie because I'm always cold on the flight. So I'll just kind of roll up my hoodie and put half of it on, if that makes sense, and then roll the other half into a pillow. Or if I have a hat, I'll like stuff it in my hoodie pillow. I'll stuff it in my hoodie hood, and I'll just kind of like lean like this. I've seen other people take scarves, and if they can't get comfortable with their scarf, they'll actually tie their head to the back of the seat. So that way your head doesn't like fall back and forth. Usually when I sleep, I just like fall dead asleep in that position. But a lot of people do like to sleep with their head back and like this. And then if you tie it, it will keep your head from going back and forth. If you guys found this video useful, don't forget to hit that like. And if you want more airport stuff, check out this playlist that is in the next slide, and I'll see you in the next video.